begin with our Rotary Grace. We have that.
Chantel, bring up the
Rotary Grace.
He's gonna bring it up right now.
Yep.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you. I don't think we asked to do that. We'll ask our Rotarian Ryan. You could lead us in the Rotary Grace, please. Thank you.
Grant, O Lord, that the true spirit of service about self enter our hearts, and that every act be guided by the four-way test of virtue. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Rotarian Ryan. Our Rotarians and guests, please join with me in the loyal toast. To the King.
To the King. To the King.
To the
To the
Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Thank you. We may be seated. We want to welcome each of you to our Rotary meeting for today. Good to see each and every one of you. Again, those are well. See a number of familiar faces. Some who we haven't seen for some time. You see the names of that, in particular, past President Donnelly. Also good to see Mark. And all of you joining us today. Dottie, past President Dottie is walking in late.
Yes.
Just after the bell.
Do something with this traffic.
She's completed with the traffic. All right. Do we have any visiting Rotarians with us? There's none inside here, no visiting Rotarians here in person. Do we have any online? Past President Chantal, I hear you are assisting us with online organization today.
I am. I see visitors, but I'm not sure if they are Rotarians. So I see a Racer, I think is how you pronounce it, Racer Eve. Not sure if that's a Rotarian or not.
That's my guess.
Oh, that's the guest of Ryan.
Ryan's guest.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, and there's a Christy Campbell.
That's your guest? Christy.
AKA. Oh, no, yes, that's our guest speaker.
Okay, and Felicia Major.
That name sounds familiar. Yes, as well. Yeah, that's a guest of Ryan as well.
Okay. Well, I guess no visiting Rotarians then, all guests.
Ryan and her guests are flapping up our screen.
Awesome.
That's all right, though. You like that, you like that. Okay, no visiting Rotarians. Wow, we got a number of names up there. Now we'll use a segment then to introduce our guests. So Ryan, you could do the honors.
I think I see Latoya Francis on there.
Latoya is here, yes. That's your guest also? All right, Latoya, welcome.
Yeah, I see all of
So come closer, come closer. See, okay, you have half of the people there. Anyone who's online is a guest of Rotarian Royale. Perhaps that may help. Who do we have?
This is Latoya Francis. I'm Ryan's guest.
Good to have you, Latoya.
Thank you so much.
You think you said Felicia? Oh, Felicia Major as well, right?
Yes.
Yes, Felicia Major, okay. No one else? No? Well, Rotarians, let us, oh, we also have guests, I almost forget. But we also have President Rain's daughters as guests, hopefully for the last time. President Rain.
They're almost there.
Almost there.
Yeah. I think they have,
Oh, the project.
I think one more project.
Good, so let's get.
Somebody is holding up the project.
I'm gonna talk about that right now.
What is that?
Okay.
Listen.
We're gonna talk about, I'm happy y'all said that. We're gonna talk about that today. All right, okay, so let us introduce, greet our guests in a normal manner, please. Good to have each of you with us today. We hope that this meeting is enjoyable to you as it is for us to have you visiting with us today. I see that we have our president back, President Wayne. Good to have to see you back here today. I suppose you get some recognition on your head by on your hat. You wanna keep that on in my head. Okay, but are you ready, Mr. President? Can I invite you up? Yep. Yeah. Please, Rotarians and guests, let us greet our president as he comes up, please.
Oh, you can do better than that, you can do better than that. I can't go on to the place for a little while. I am just so happy. Thank you, Sheila. I'm so happy. Good afternoon to all. Happy to be back in this place in the 242. Trust me, it's been a long ride for me. I was out feeling a bit down from meeting I last attended here, and then we had a beach cleanup. Even though I was ill, I came to the beach cleanup,
Yes, sir.
I was there, and I don't know if that exacerbated the matter with me, but then traveled on the district cruise, feeling very sick. Had a serious head cold. I had a relapse of a flu. I had chest infection and blah. So it's been a toll on me. I'm understanding that other persons as well that have relapse of this fluid going around and so forth. And so you see me with my cap on today, trying to protect my mood. You know, you don't know good health until you lose it. All right, so those of you who have good health, keep protecting it, eh? Protecting it and so forth. But I just want to say how happy I am to be back at RCN, happy to be around friends and so forth. And we're gonna make it good, eh? We're gonna make it good, and we're gonna end this year strong, and then we're gonna start the new Rotary year even stronger. Just want to thank all of you who would have participated, like I said, in the beach cleanup. That was a community event. And then for those of us who attended the district conference, thank you so much for that. It was a beautiful, awesome time. I wish I was feeling 100%, but nevertheless, I paid my funds, so I was not going to miss it. I had to attend. So that's going to be good. And so we look forward even to moving forward. Jamal, we look forward to that community project that you're putting on.
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Yes, and so we need you to come to bring that ahead, because we have a few pending members.
Okay.
They just need to sign the dotted line. They need to have that community project under their belt. All right. So we look forward to that happening. But I want to thank you all. We have the change coming in a matter of a few weeks, and PE Kino is excited about that. He's excited to take the ham, and I'm excited to make sure pass it off to him. And so there's a lot of excitement going on here. But we look forward to continuing the journey because it is a journey. Rotary is a journey. And that's why we pass the baton on each and every year to make sure that the race is never lost, or the race is never slowed down. But he continues to go on, and he continues to build from strength to strength to strength. I want to say welcome to our guest speaker. I'm quite sure she's dynamic. We're going to look forward to hearing from you. Okay, thank you all so much. And we look forward to your great support, man. We need as many of you to come out to our changeover. Tickets are only a mere $70, but if you break it down in two, I think that's $35 each way, Jamal. Okay, so if you pay $35 this week, this end of the month, and then you pay $35 in another week or two, then it'll be solved. All right, but we need each and every one of you come out, because it's going to be a grand celebration. You're going to have a good time, if you want to use that as a celebration time as we usher in a new president, and as we celebrate our outgoing president. But we want to make sure that it's an RCN event. It's an RCN event all over. And those of you who are online and by Zoom, this event will happen and occur in the evening of the 26th. So we couldn't make the luncheon meeting. Let's indulge ourselves to make that evening celebration time when we all come out together. We're gonna have a lot of prizes and surprises. Gonna be at the changeover. So with that, I just want to say thank you, and Jamal, I wish for you now to explain your community event. We also have the push it on coming on too. Get the push it on, all right? Last year, I think a good number of us participated in the push it on with ambulance. We partnered with ambulance rehabilitation, where we go and actually push those persons from the geriatric ward. We pushed them along, and if you noticed last year, P. Kino featured prominently in the newspaper, pushing an elderly chap along the finish line. All right, so we likewise, I'm quite sure he make sure we push straight through to get that done, right? Thank you so much.
Give it up for our president.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, President Ryan. Okay, so status report, right, on the project that we talked about doing. And for those of you who didn't have the benefit of what the intention is, the project is focusing on persons who are homeless and who may be suffering from some mental disorder. And the plan for us is to try to somehow accommodate them by providing a buy of essentials, such as clothing and food stuff. And so we want to, you're gonna go, you're gonna assemble in a central place, grab a bus, private charter, and we're gonna go around from street to street to identify about maybe five to 10 these persons. Unfortunately, so far, we have tried to get a mental health professionals on board with us to assist us in this project, to provide some sort of evaluations. But to date, we haven't gotten that commitment. So we may have to just confine the project to having getting packaging 10 bags with clothing inside it. Maybe we could do, I think I see more men than women. So perhaps we could do 5 for men, 3 for women. And also some necessary groceries we can get them as well. Food bars, foods, water, other drink stuff. But I budget for this project, I would say we put on a budget of this of about 700 to 800. We'll ask for board approval for that. And the only other thing is to plan the date. And as we can either do it Saturday during the holiday, which would be not the Saturday coming, but the following Saturday. Preferably, I would like to do it then. But if we can get an idea of who would be present during that time, sure I can count on both of you.
What's their names, Jamal?
They are, wait, Michelle, ask him again. Don't entertain the way. Don't entertain the way. All right, so I mean, preferably, just so that we don't rush it and put it on this Saturday. If we could do it during the holiday weekend, that Saturday during the holiday weekend, then we could make sure we have a better effort but normally, people travel during the holiday. Will you be here, Roy? We need all hands on deck, we can't just take them on this project and don't have a good show. We want to have a good, the more people we have in that bus together, the better it is for us to have a good time of fellowship and also reaching the objective that we're gonna reach. So in any event, we're gonna do it, then we're gonna say Saturday. And I'm thinking that perhaps we'll have more of those persons out on the streets, probably in the afternoon. So we're gonna look at perhaps at 5 o'clock.
Which date you looking at, Jamal?
Saturday, which is next Saturday? This Saturday is the.
So the 6th of June.
7th of June. Saturday is the
7th of June.
That'll be 7th of June.
And you looking for volunteers?
Yeah.
Holiday, right?
I know.
That's a holiday weekend, remember that?
Yeah, right, so we do it on Saturday though, not on the holiday itself, not the Friday.
But I said that weekend sandwich between 2 holidays.
Yeah, so people might not be here then, hey.
Yeah, right.
But in that case,
Want to do it the following week?
that takes us very
Well,
close. to
Father's Day.
October.
That's Father's Day.
That Sunday be Father's Day, so be there.
Yeah.
well, let's look at that then. So I'll be,
Sounds good.
3 Saturdays away then.
So they're not gonna be here.
They're gonna be here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that means then,
We got the end of the month.
I definitely.
But it has to be
change
before
over.
then. Yeah, it has to be before the changeover.
That's not deal with.
It's Saturday.
Saturday between the holidays.
Yeah, just do it.
That was bus.
Yeah, I think we just have to bite the bullet and we just ask people who cannot make it on that day, just to help with maybe donations and also packaging.
Which day you confirm? I just wanna ask, because some members of my association were saying they wanted to participate in something.
Okay, so
I'm
we're
saying,
next Saturday.
Next Saturday,
Is you said the 7th? Right? Yeah, so next Saturday, the 7th. All right, and let me ask you, just for consensus, what time do you think is better? Was in the morning or in the afternoon? I'm thinking more people will be out in the afternoon, no? You think the morning would be better? Yeah. What's the consensus?
I think you better do that in the morning, eh?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know morning might be more convenient for us, but the question is, do we normally see them on the road early in the morning? Like if we said in the morning at about 8, 9 o'clock. Right?
To me, also partner with urban renewal, because they will have an idea of who, instead of us just wandering around,
Right,
to make it more, effective. If you partner with urban renewal might be able to give you a name of an individual,
right,
and you can find where they are. So once we go directly with individuals instead of trying to find people, because that would take the whole evening, the whole day trying to find them. They might not find them. Because you might not know exactly where they aboard.
okay, well, yeah, I think that's a good point. So we'll check with some of the urban renewal centers.
Stephen Dean.
Yeah, okay, touch base with them.
Stephen.
Okay, I'll touch base with Steven. So the other thing what we want to do then, we'd also want to set a date for us to do the packaging. So we could say then that Thursday evening, how would that work for people? We're gonna do packaging, so the items that we get. So we'll say Thursday evening at about maybe we could say at 7 o'clock. That work for people, 7? Yeah, can we use your office, your conference room?
I'm not gonna run the island.
You won't be here for the project either? Or no?
Well, it's real, I'll be here, I will be here on Thursday.
On Thursday,
Like that.
okay, well, President Bean, probably can use your conference room, right? Okay, so we'll do some other notice for the packaging, so we can package bags, we're gonna try to get 10 bags packaged. We asking the Rotarians in the meantime, please, anything you wanna donate to this cause, any food goods that they could use. Or monetary, you can send it to the account, just let the treasurer know, let Gabby know. What you donating, so we'll know it for the project. And we'll ask for water, like I said, the nutritional bars, fruits, and I'm not sure canned goods whether that will work for them, because obviously they may not have the means to heat that up and so forth. So any items you think that they would be able to use, then they want to provide that for them. Okay, so we're gonna convene then, what time would be good? We can say we can meet on Thursday, maybe, it's at 7 would be fine?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna meet at Kalina, not this Thursday, next week Thursday, so we can package the bags. All right, I'll get some bags, have some bags there. All right, at 7 o'clock in Kalina on Collins Avenue. That's the first one just behind Doctor's Hospital, right?
No,
Or further down.
we'll send a pin.
Okay, good. So we'll send a pin, all right? So that's the project that we have on schedule. We need all hands on deck Rotarians. The more people we have, the more effective it is. And this has been something on the agenda for a while now to see what we can do for the homeless. This is a small way. I think the bigger way is for us to try and provide some sort of psychiatric evaluations and see whether any of them, we can do any intervention so that their life could perhaps be restored. But right now, we're gonna start with providing these them some sort of form of gifts and goods for them. All right, thank you all. Yes, the tickets, Director Membership, Keno, please just read Director Membership Keno as he comes up.
I want to head speakers, it's going to be very, very quick. I'm getting a special clap. Larry gave me a special clap. I think that was planned. Did you plan that? I'm gonna give out the merits to this table. Those of you who are visiting, I'm giving out the merits today to the middle table. They're not behaving. So listen, it's 3 weeks. We have 3.5 weeks before a changeover. Yesterday, we would have been 1 month away. So we are now counting down and we're so excited for our President Wayne to celebrate with him and to celebrate as a club. To celebrate as a club. Dwayne, Jamal, get that door for the person, please. To celebrate as a club, we have a lot to celebrate. I know, I thought President Wayne was gonna talk about a special time when we were in Miami with a dog. I guess you're gonna talk about that later. But we had such an amazing time with Doc, with the vision care and representing her. I don't want to spoil anything, so let me just leave that right there. And I'll leave that for President Wayne to talk about that. But my goal here is very, very simple. I'm talking about the next 3 weeks. We want to be totally sold out of these tickets. And if you have not gotten any tickets, I know who hasn't gotten a ticket as yet? Larry got his ticket, everybody got their ticket. Of course, who didn't get their ticket? I think Mark, how you doing? Mark, should I keep 4 tickets for you or 2 tickets for you? How many, Mark? I think Jamie already got a ticket. Dwayne already got a ticket. And should I bring yours now, Ryan? Would you say 4 or 2? What is the number? You can't come by yourself, so we're gonna make sure that you bring a visitor. All right, so we have your 2 tickets right here. All right. We want to make sure that we fill this room. We have a lot of things to celebrate. From the district conference, we did not even get to celebrate the awards that we won as a club. We want to celebrate those awards and recognition for what this club has been doing. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been doing a tremendous job, and like Jamal said, we're here to serve our community. Ava, Adra, we want you to get involved right away. Thank you very much for volunteering 2 weeks from today, 1 week from today for you to participate in our community event. So please make sure, see me, the tickets are only $70. And if you know persons at other Rotary clubs, let them know they can get the tickets from us. Actually, within the next 3 weeks, I think beginning on the 14th, all the way up to July, every week a Rotary club is going to be celebrating their changeover. And we want to definitely make sure that Rotary Club of Nassau does a great job in celebrating theirs. So, thank you so much. Please see me before you leave, Ryan. See me before you leave, Mark. I'll be reaching out to you. And who else is on there that I need to reach out with? Chantel, you could sponsor at least 2 tickets. Thank you very much.
You can sponsor 1 ticket, please. 1 ticket I will sponsor. Thank you.
Just 1 ticket. Deborah, did you get your tickets? I think I gave Deborah tickets, did I? Who else? Sandra Walks, I really give you a ticket, you're sponsoring somebody. And who else? And those of you who are visiting, we have Autumn Christie and Latoya. We want to invite you to come to our changeover. Of course, Ryan, make sure that how many guests you have on Ryan?
A lot.
How many? I just want to count, that's how many tickets you get. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We can have an introduction of our guest speaker. Ryan, all of them were yours. They yours.
Yeah, good afternoon, Rotarians and guests. Gabrielle Ponder, a native of Nassau, Bahamas, is a proud graduate of Kingsway Academy's class of 2011, where she served as a prefect and class president. She continued her education at the College of the Bahamas, now the University of the Bahamas, earning a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a specialization in Industrial and Organizational Psychology in 2015. During her time at UB, she became a charter member of the distinguished Tau Nu chapter Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Gabrielle is an active member of the Eta Psi Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, where she serves as the Ivy League reporter, second vice president, and the Honors Day chairman. She currently serves as the Gen Next chairman and remains deeply involved in the chapter's signature program as a co-chair. Additionally, she's a proud member and PR executive of the Valley Boys, established in 1958 Junction Group, and is passionate about preserving and promoting Bahamian culture.
Which valley that is?
When she is not working or serving, Gabrielle enjoys baking, traveling, and exploring the diverse food scene across New Providence. Join me in welcoming Gabrielle Conrad.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Thank you, Rotary Club of Nassau, for having us on behalf of my president, Mrs. Felicia Ferguson. The Inside Mega Chapter is pleased to be able to have a presentation here today to speak about our programs.
Make sure, yeah. Very close to that. Right.
All right, so we can go to the next slide.
Okay, next slide, Chantel.
Okay, so our Honors Day program, I'm gonna give you a bit of a background on the program, but this year's theme was Elevate, Empower, Excel, Soaring Towards a Brighter Future. So this was our cohort from 2024. I was chairman most recently, and we have expanded and done more amazing things with the program this year. Next slide. So just what I'm gonna speak about, nice agenda overview. So we're gonna meet our team. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Inside Mega Chapter, about Honors Day, our usual schedule of events for the Honors Day program, as well as how to support and any questions you may have. I'm happy to answer that. So our 2025 Honors Day chairman, our chairman, Mrs. T. Small, would have loved to be here today. She had another engagement. We have Christy Campbell on the call right now, and then myself. So we are a 3-person, board to get this show on the road. But we have an entire chapter of 100 members, and also members across the country that help us to get this program, off the ground and running. So about the Inside Mega Chapter. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Inside Mega Chapter was started here in Nassau, September 21st, 1963. So we're about 62, going on 62 years this year. The Inside Mega Chapter is the first Black three-letter organization charged in the Bahamas. So we brought historically, well, not historically, but Black three-letter organizations to the Bahamas. And Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is the first Black three-letter organization, sorority for women, and it was founded on Howard University's campus in 1908. So our charter members include Muriel Fraser Enos, Donna Donaldson Towns, Shirley Vanderpool, as well as Dolores Smith. They were all American citizens married to Bahamian men. Dolores Smith is still active in our chapter, and we love when she's able to come out, and she does very much so love the Honors Day program. Our chapter is the second oldest and longest serving chapter in the international region of the sorority. And that region covers Japan, Korea, Bermuda, Liberia, which is the oldest chapter in the region. We span across many countries, so we have a very large pool, right? And with over 60 years in the Bahamian community, the chapter continues to uphold the ideas of its founders, charter members, and we provide service to all mankind. So about the program was started in 1978. Originally, we went from an essay competition, and we had 3 students. We went from 3 students to now where we have on average 50 students, between 45 and 50 students every single year. And those students amass from Apico in the north, all the way down to Nassau in the south. So we aim to get every top graduating high school student from every island as possible. Every high school that there's a high school grade student graduating, female student graduating, we would like to have a box in our program to give her that recognition. So over the years, we've had over 900 honorees so far. 16 plus islands represented, and we would have had past guest speakers such as Dame Joan Sawyer, Justice Cheryl Aubrey, Dame Ivy Dumont, Aisha Bowe, who was just very much so in our news and relevant times, Alana Rogers, Anastasia Palacios, and Marion Bethel Sayers. In terms of scholarships and prizes, we would have been able to take this program from, like I said, just a scholarship for essay writing competition. In turn, now we are able to provide full ride scholarships to students as fast as possible. And some of our partners in the past have been Morgan State University, Middle Tennessee State University, Georgia State University, the University of the Ozarks, Central State University, and most recently this year, we would have partnered with Florida Memorial University, as well as Philander Smith, previously called National University. I think I'm just saying that. But we would have been able to increase and enlarge our external partners in terms of getting these young ladies these full rides that they greatly deserve. These are the most outstanding students across the country, and they do deserve to get these opportunities. So just a overview of our scheduled events. It's a week long. We went from just a weekend, and in the past 2 years, we've been able to transform the program into a week-long event. So we want these young ladies to come in. You know, they're normally highlighted for their academic excellence, but we want to make sure that the country is able to see them and they get to, of course, get their accolades for academic prowess. Just amazing young ladies. But we also want to highlight them in terms of giving them a time to just relax, time to understand that, okay, you always have to be a champion at this right now, that you could just take a step back and unwind. So we do believe in that balance of self-care, and we really greatly push that mental health support and awareness, because we know moving into that next chapter of their lives, they do need that kind of support to help them get through college. And so we have now transformed our exam, because there is an examination portion. We do give prizes for best math score, best essay score. The essay is very dear to us because this is how the program started. So the essay will always remain, no matter what happens. We've been able to find a way to get that essay done, even virtually. We have best general knowledge score, and then best English. And then of course, we have the best overall exam score. So we've been able to use that little platform with some assistance from the Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated, their Honors Day program. And that's been a very strategic and helpful partner in making sure that these young people get access to education that they do deserve. And so that's what we started off but this year we would start off with our virtual examination. So we gave them time before they even came to Nassau, those who don't live in Providence, to have that exam. It's about a 4.5 hour long exam. It's very thorough. We want to make sure, because you're picking through the top students, so you have to make sure that it's thorough and you're able to test the skills effectively to make sure that that top student comes out on top. And then we have our family item honorees arrival. That's a big day. We meet them at the airport. We give them a little gift package, because you want them to understand that we're here to celebrate you. I always tell them, I tell them when they come in, you are a celebrity for the week. Prepare yourself for videos, prepare yourself for photos. You will have photographers following you, and we do. We have a videographer that comes out, and I tell them to prepare yourself because you are a celebrity. You matter. What you've been able to accomplish over your high school career is important, and that's what this program is about. And then we've been able to do this super cool thing. We have an honorees day at the Capitol. So this year we started off at the House of Parliament, but they were able to meet with Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, the leader of opposition, as well as give gifts to the sitting members of Parliament who are women. And also we had a few actual members who would have sponsored their island to come in. So we would have had, I believe, Minister Clay Sweeting, who sponsored the students. And so, we presented something to them as well. This is also strategic partnership for them to highlight their students as well, their islands. And then we ended that day with ended the Capitol portion with a National Art Gallery tour the executive director was able to give us a private tour as she is a member of our organization. And she was able to get that completed for us and they enjoyed that immensely, right? And then for the evening, this is a very busy week. The evening was our inaugural speech competition where the young ladies spoke on mental health and they provided suggestions as to how we can better help young people and how they can help their peers in terms of just battling with mental health and coming out top. That was a very powerful evening. We had about, I think we had 16 presentees. And it was a tight, I want to be one of those judges because that was a tight one. Next slide for me. The College Experience and Legacy Summit. So we are now in our third year of the Legacy Summit. The College Experience, where we just basically give them a real and raw understanding of what it is to expect from college. And not just what they see on TV. We had a panel that spoke to them about the University of the Bahamas experience, because it's different, it's not what you will see on TV, it's not what you will get if you travel to go off to college, it's a local institution. And as a proud graduate, I was happy to serve in that panel to talk to them about where I've seen the University of the Bahamas turn into from when I was there to what it is today. And then we also had a panel of HBCU, historically Black colleges and university graduates who were able to give them that HBCU experience because of course, as you would have realized by our partners, we do partner with a thing called the HBCU, which is comprised of the Bahamas, chapters of Alpha Kappa, Alpha Sorority Incorporated, as well as Alpha Phi and Fraternity Incorporated, where we do garner our efforts to get scholarships for Bahamian students to historically Black colleges and universities in the United States. And so they had that experience, but they told them, what to expect, what that type of environment is like, just to get their minds kind of percolating as to what they can look forward to, that is what they choose to do or where they choose to go. And the Legacy Summit, we had dynamics. So these are images of last year's speakers, but this year we had dynamic speakers such as Alvin Maynard Gibson, as well as Xavier Hicks, I believe, from POW. So they had their information on being an entrepreneur, they had information on leadership, they had information provided to them on just being impactful as a young person and youth work. The director of youth was present Sunday and we came to speak to them. And we tried to make sure that we have a vast panel present to them to give them different ideas and perspectives as if they don't know what they want to pursue yet. When they leave that day, they have an idea, a bit clearer, and they know what it is they want to look forward to. And then we believe, like I said, we believe in our balance. We believe in, they're always after something. These young ladies have businesses. I was not this progressive as a high school student. They have businesses. They have formed clubs to support mental health awareness. They are presidents of clubs at church, clubs at the school. When they come with their pins on and the shirts are heavy because they have so many pins because they're so involved. It's all honorary social. It's a time that they get to sit down and relax and get to mix and mingle and talk to each other. And I think this is a beneficial part because that balance is important. And just getting them to understand that you don't always have to go to be seen. And that you are good enough just as you are. Next slide for me, please. And then our signature community service event is a scavenger hunt. This is our second year that we've done it, and it is definitely sticking with the program forever. This year, we had 3 teams, and those 3 teams get into 3 different buses, and they are given tasks. So their first stop is well, it depends on what they have, but there are 3 stops. The first one of the stops is to the Rawson Square, and they are given the task to speak about what it means to be a first-time voter, what it means for young people to vote, and having that opportunity to have their first vote. Because we want to encourage social advocacy, as that's one of the initiatives of the Gap Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And then they are, they give out roses and, little trinkets to people walking past, because, it's good to give that love and show love, show kindness, right? We are servants to all mankind. And then the second stop, this year would have been to Goodman's Bay, because we want to keep our environment clean. They went to Goodman's Bay and they cleaned up a bit, it was a race, so even though they're doing serious work and important work, they got time. So they split up and they were able to get their pieces of trash together, because a certain amount they had to get. And they had to create a TikTok, a jingle. And they are ever so creative with these jingles every single year. They even had props, these young ladies are incredible, right? And then third stop, this year we wanted to work with the, I think it's called a dedicated period project. My apologies if I'm not getting that right. But we partnered with the prescription parlor pharmacy, and they allowed us to come out there and solicit any donations of feminine products that anybody that was coming in and out of the store wanted to assist those young ladies with. And I was a part of the team that decided that we could have won. They said they could have won. They had met all the requirements already, they had the things, but they knew they had family members and people inside the store that were already committed to purchasing some items and bringing them back out. And we were able to bring in, as a team, 76 products just off donations alone. And one of the things that stuck with me was that the young lady said, it's okay, we can wait, we can lose this one, because people who need these things more than us, they need it more, so we can wait. And these young ladies are that dedicated, they're not just dedicated to self, they're dedicated to their environment, to their community. They're serious about it, like they're really serious about it. And so it's always a great opportunity to see them in that environment where they're giving back, because that's what we do. We're big on giving back, that's what our organization is about. And so to see them in that light is something refreshing for young people in the Bahamas, right? And then our final day, which is the big day, we have a church service. This year we attended Legacy Church on JFK. And then right after that, we had our 47th Honors Day Award ceremony at the Balmoral Clubhouse. This ceremony was spectacular in that the night before, we had 2 scholarships to give away. That morning, we got 8. And the people in the room decided to say, okay, 8. Philanda Smith looked around the room and told every student in the room that was part of our program that if they applied, they would be accepted and they would get $10,000 toward their education.
Wow.
Every student.
Wow. Wow.
Because we provide the institutions with a spreadsheet of information about students. We provide their SAT scores, ACT scores, as well as their GPAs and what they plan to study. And those schools, they literally pick and fight over who wants to. And so this program is powerful in that it brings partners together, and it gives young people an opportunity to shine. So this year we would have had, so like I said, we had scholarships from Florida Memorial University. So we were able to award 2 students scholarships there. We had, I apologize, we had 4 from Florida Memorial University. We had 2 from Lemoyne Owens College, and we had 2 from Philanda Smith University. And one being a full presidential scholarship. And all of our students, I'm proud to say that all of our students have taken those opportunities, and they will be going to school in the fall. And also I left one thing out while in the room. A representative from the Insurance Commission was so moved, her daughter was also in the program, that she decided that the Insurance Commission would get up and give $5,000, so 5 $1,000 scholarships to everybody there. Our guest speaker for this year, she's also a member of our organization, Mrs. Denaj Ferguson. She is a marketing executive at one of the major beauty companies in the United States. She and her sister wanted to do book scholarships, so 3 students also got $500 towards books. So every dollar matters. We understand how expensive it is to become a student. I don't miss those days. I don't miss those days. I was home, thank God, but I know my friends who have eat ramen noodles many days. And that's just not a taste for me, but these young ladies, they deserve to get that opportunity to see something more. Students from San Salvador, students from Crooked Island, students from Managua, Mayor Guano. Mayor Guano won the English award this year. Mayor Guano, an all-age school student won the English award this year.
Wow.
So, and when you look at the vastness of the program, the diversity of our islands, this program gives us an opportunity to reach just not Nassau, but to reach Grand Bahama, Abaco, Long Island, Exuma, Eleuthera. And it gives us an opportunity to see what this country has in terms of its future. So how to support? Next slide, please. So we have, the opportunity to partner with us. We are open to partners. We have different levels, of course. Top level will be the SOAR, which is a donation of $5,000. And you will be the official sponsor of the award ceremony and welcome reception, and of course, premium ad placement in our booklet. This year, well, for the last 2 or 3 years, we've converted to a digital booklet, which has worked out very well for us in terms of getting ads in, and you don't have to cut off so early to get that booklet printed. But it also gives you premium advertisement opportunities because it goes on our website as well as our social media pages. The Pearl level would be $1,000. And it's sponsored monetary prize for academic excellence in the mathematics, English, or general knowledge examination. So like I said, those different areas of that exam are individual prizes, and those students get cash prizes for achieving the top score on those points of the exam. And it includes a trophy and cash prize for the honoree. The momentum level is $2,500, and you'll be the official sponsor of the college tour. And the Legacy Summit, so the college tour, college experience, Legacy Summit, plus premium ad placement, and then we have the Ivy, T Rose, and Gem, which are a little bit more personalized. So the Ivy level sponsorship is to sponsor a specific award. So if it may be community service, we do have a standing community service award, STEM award, entrepreneurship. And also we've looked at implementing the Rising Star Award, because like I said, these young ladies have actual businesses. We gave away an entrepreneurship award this year, because they applied the awards that they felt better suited them. And this young lady has been featured with the Office of the Prime Minister. Like she's done serious work in terms of her business. And as a high school student, also the 2024 overall best scoring on the BGCSEs, like all BGCSEs. I think she has 11. She got 11 A's. So like to get 11 A's in BGCSEs and running a full-time business, like I said, these young ladies are amazing. It was not like this in high school at all. It was good, but it was not good. And then the T Rose level, the sponsored honorees, weekend experience, which includes gifts, meals, beverages, events, and tokens. And the option to select the honoree of your choice. So based on the island, let's say you have family that is from Exuma or Eleuthera or Long Island or Cat Island, you are able to choose your island and choose who you wish to sponsor. And then the GEM sponsorship level is the same thing where you get to sponsor a flight for those students and get that specific family island student here. Next slide for me. That's the end of my presentation. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. But you are open to going on our website. That's aka.com, and you'll be able to get every bit of information about this program that you may need. Thank you so much for having me, Rotary Club of Mass.
If any questions, you can speak at the end afterwards.
I almost wanted to say Rotarian Gabrielle, but
You could start, that's a good way to start.
Gabrielle, we thank you so much on behalf of the Rotary Club of Nassau for just sharing with us just one of the many signature programs of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. My daughter is a member of GEMS, one of their other programs, so I really acquainted with the excellent work that they do. I'm happy to put my name and support behind them. And so Gabrielle, we thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, you got it?
There you go.
All right, thank you, Rotarians. Just before we close out, I wish to invite our president. I think he has a recognition to bring.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'd like at this time, thank you so much, my dear, for a wonderful presentation. Very insightful. I'd like this time to ask P. Kino to come forward and accept this award. This award was given to RCN. This is the Green Diamond Award that RCN, our club, won this year, that was presented during the district conference. So please give yourself a round of applause. The accomplishment having met a number of the district governor's goals this year. So I'd like to present this to the incoming president, so that he can keep his cherishing there, his heart, and of course, let's see if we can go for gold in next year. Okay, so on behalf of RCN, we like now this year, 2024, 2025, present this to you, so that you can hold this in high esteem for the 25-26 Rotary year that you'll be a part of. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Got it? Thank you so much, sir.
So make sure. Yeah, that's a picture.
Got it? Thank you.
And we were also given, this is something that we should have been given from last year, 23-24. This is a banner that was given to us from the Rotary Foundation. We just collected it since we were over there at the district conference. And it is saying $100 per capita, 100% member participation for the Rotary Foundation. And that is what RCN would have received for its contribution. I'm quite sure we will receive nonetheless the same banner and recognition for this year. So give yourself a round of applause for being 100% member in the foundation. And of course, finally, during the district conference, we had an opportunity to attend a reception that was hosted by Runners Alliance and Anita Baker, Dr. Anita Baker, who heads our Vision Expo. During that, she presented us a booklet of all of the different accomplishments that they would have had during the course of their tenure. And of course, she provided a luncheon for us that was attended by myself, Kino, PP, Chantel was also there. And I want to thank PP, Chantel, and a team of ladies, Rotarian.
Catherine.
Thompson was there, Deborah, Rotarian Catherine was there as well. And these ladies sacrificed their time and their financial support to be there. And they traveled to Florida to be there for the presentation. And at that time, we also was able to present Dr. Rhonda for her humanitarian gestures, a plaque. And I want to thank PDGEE, whatever name, Sheila Bevel, Sheila Bevel, who at the last minute was able to pull that off for us, and that plaque, and Sheila, it was well received.
Yes.
By her. She was truly appreciative of how we received that from and of course, we also presented her the Paul Harris Award, which is the highest recognition award in Rotary for outstanding service. Remember how impactful it is to provide glasses to children who couldn't see before. Now these children can see, and of course, if you check our chat, you'll see the various photographs that was taken. And of course, by no means least, we must really thank PP Chantel and Dr. Anita. They're the ones who spearhead this particular effort, this particular signature event of RCN over the many years. So let's hear it from Dr. Anita and PP Chantel. They did a good job, excellent job. And with that, I thank you so much. Good afternoon. PP Jamal, where's Jamal? Okay, with that then, let's go straight into our toast. Four-way test, please.
Stuff coming up right now.
Okay, Rotarians, the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned?
Will
it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And finally,
Will it be fun?
yes, it will. We have fun serving each other. And of course, we're here, and we're gonna ask our senior man, Larry. PDG Larry, could you finally do your final toast for us, as in your own unique way, sir?
Love Rotarians, and guess what? Those Rotarians who are Zooming with us on air. Let us join with Rotarians everywhere in a toast to Rotary around the world.
Rotary around the world.
Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Good week.
President Wayne, can we get a quick picture, please, with our guest speaker? Ava Najwa.
Keno,
Hi,
yeah, so you're a host, so you'll need to end the meeting.
yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Okay.
much for all those who are coming on. Thank you. See you all next week.
All right, take care. Bye.
Reach out to us if you want to get your tickets, make sure and get your tickets this week before they all go. Thank you so much and have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. Take care. Bye.